anywhere. We're going to be broadcasting the whole way through. And what is this party? We have a thief and 2 white mages to start us off.
Come on, no fade.
Heal 3, life 2, and invis 2. Great start for the early white game magic, but no damage to be seen.
Got a house or 2 and some money up in Matoya.
Look at this. We got white shirts. We got opal bracelets. That's a great start for... Oh, sorry, not opal bracelets. Ribbons.
But they're 43k. That's expensive.
That's expensive, and this is going to be a hard party to get some money on to get us going. Interested to see how our runners handle this. We're going to need a good item or 2 to get us off the bat. And King giving us the ship is not what our runners want to see right
now. No, the King of Boats continues his boat sail.
Alright, so Matoya's Cave has a house, a pure potion, and a little bit of cash, so our runners are going to keep looking. We really need something to get us going. This is probably the roughest party to start off with. And I think this might be the first time we've had a combination of 2 thieves or white mages and one of the other for the tournament. Ribbon and a katana in Cardia Isles, so definitely a great pickup for Sawney Wrath.
Yeah, katanas were for sale in Corneria, so not everybody needs to find it, but Sawney Wrath's definitely saving some money there. 43k ribbon, that's beautiful to find in a chest.
Tyrannex checking the Temple of Fiends chest and finds a Bane sword and a katana of his own. So now we have a way to actually kill.
Meanwhile, Sarda's got the crown, so we at least, get some extra trap tiles and get quite a bit of experience, which is going to help out a lot.
Alright, well now things are picking up. Poison Smoke terminated, Buff uses the Bane sword, and down goes Garland.
Get the Rod for sale in Crescent for, again, 43,000. Everything is expensive.
Canoe from the Princess. So we can now go paddling if we so choose.
Bane swords are for sale in Crescent for under 4,000.
Level 6 Fade. Fade has been located, but it's going to take us a while to get there. So until then, we're going to have to get creative on how we kill things and farm up that XP, as the sages show us the bottle thing.
Exit at level 2 and Fog 2, which isn't terrible, especially with this party where we might be in for some log fights. We may need that extra absorb.
Ice 3 Temper and Quad X available at level 2 Black Magic. So once we finally get the tail and get that ninja, that thief promoted to a ninja, if we find it, that could be some really nice options for our runners. But boy, this rough start. Fade being level 6 and needing to be level 15 for the ninja to even get spell charges. It's going to take us a while to actually get to the point where we've got some AoE damage under our belts. That Bane Sword might have to go a long way.
Tyrannex clears the pirates. We're going to see what Vicky's got. And it's the slab. Not what we're looking for.
A lot of loose incentives, but no tail and no Masmune.
Cure 4 is at level 5, which is going to be big.
Boy, we're just hiding all the good stuff at the high-level magic, huh?
Well, Life 2 was level 1. I'll give you a little bit of a break.
Yep, that is true. So I will be curious how our runners try and tackle this. Sawney Wrath is going to catch up on the Garland kill. I believe he actually bought himself... Oh, he bought himself a couple of Zeus gauntlets, so... Lit 2 is going to go a long way. That's some actual AoE damage that's going to be reliable for our runners.
Yeah, I didn't see where he picked those up, so that'll be interesting to see if our other runners find it.
All right. Great to see a bunch of friendly faces in chat. We've got Asher1611, Gregly Puff, Tiny Fairy, and many more. It's great to see all you guys. Neon. And Draweth, too. Draweth, our prize artist, putting together some lovely perlers for our top 4 finishers, as well as some participation medal perlers for anybody that wants them that's been knocked out of the tournament. Big thanks to
And we've got Cheesinator and Elfland, so we should see what spells are there, although we skipped the Black Magic. Nothing at level 3. Level 3 Black Magic has Zap. Level 4 White's got Harm 4, which could come up huge if we see some fun dead.
Yeah, Harm 4 at 4, Harm 2 at 3. So some options for AoE damage for Undead. Saw Fire 2 at level 4 Black Magic. Didn't see anything else that was...
Likey Starscream checking the Topher chest, finds a ribbon.
Alright, so looks like our runners have kind of crossed paths and basically caught up with everybody else. Everybody kind of converging in Elfland right now. Time to find out where our runners go next and what we're going to do. Looks like Sonny Raz still has to take out the pirates, so he's going to do that now. I have to think that with those Zeus gauntlets that Sonny Raz picked up, I have to think that Astos is probably the next play. Get those extra key items out of the way. It's going to be a big boon for him.
And it looks like Tyrannex either doesn't think he can kill Astos or forgot he has the crown, as he's just looking for a grind.
Yeah, find some rock and mud goals in the Hall of Giants and some mucks in the Earth Trap tile. No great options there. Yes, thank you, Asher, pointing out in chat. Green Puff asked, the top 2 move on? Yes, that is absolutely correct. Our top 2 finishers tonight at the end of these 4 races are going to advance to the Grand Finals, and the other 2 are going to be going home. This will be the end of 2 people's night, the end of their tournament bout.
Tyrannex finds some trolls in the volcano. Not really something he probably wanted to see.
Trolls may not be great, but they're baneable. That's something to keep in mind, that we could get some early levels on.
And some socks.
Gargoyles are not what anybody wants to see.
He did find a mage staff.
Yeah, that's a big pickup.
Lady
Starscream going to be our first one to take a crack at Asta.
And Sonny's checking for a Martian moon.
We've seen it a couple of times already this tournament, so this key item check can come up big for our runners.
And...
Unfortunately, unrunnable water is not what we want to see. They hit hard, and they've got stun touch, so that's bad news.
Yeah, looks like Sonny's hoping for low HP. Oh, he actually finds low HP. Look at that. That's going to be some levels.
That's going to come up huge for these white mages. We might get to the point... Yes, we are. We've got some fade charges on the table.
And he has exit.
Oh, apologies. It's actually level 16, not level 15. So 1 level short of 15.
And there it is, the Martian moon.
That's a really great find for Sonny Wrath.
Oh, he didn't save.
No, he exited. Oh, but he got in a fight.
Yeah, he didn't use... Oh, come on, run away. Oh no! Yeah, always safety save, people. We've all been there.
Yep,
That-
that definitely happens, but it's okay. He's not going to forget next time. Lady Starscream, meanwhile, has finished the key quest and is going to check out these locked Cardia chests, or Corneria chests, rather. Tyranick's trying to take out these
Finds a
gold.
loose ruby.
Well, that's nice. That's extra EXP and gold. And the Power Bonk. We've got Bonk and Mazza on the table.
Still no tail, though.
So the question is, does any runner want to try to go up to Waterfall, taking that 50-50 chance that it's at the robot? Or is that the loose item?
I think you check Marsh, get your Mazmoon, and if you have Mazmoon, you don't necessarily have to class change with no nuke. You got 2 Fade casters and, you know, a Mazmoon on a Thief. That'll kill a lot of things.
Tyranex has found himself the wing platter here in Earth Cave behind the rock goals, uses the Bane Sword to great effect, and is getting himself some level. Yeah, it looks like Nuke and Fast are going to be off the table, Neon Gray pointing out in chat. So those ninjas, if we do get that class change, are not going to be able to have access to probably the 2 strongest black magic spells in Chaos Rush. Lady Starscream has found the joys of the Marshmune now.
And Cheesinator turned in the bottle for an extra 20% experience. I didn't see what any of the armor shops had, but definitely an interesting play. We'll see if that helps him out.
Oh, Wirearm's showing all sorts of nastiness. They have Rub and Toxic and Sleep. Tyranex getting the rough end of this.
Ooh, the quad Chimera fight. That's, if you can kill it, that's going to be some.
Looks like they've got over 300 HP, so pretty beefy, and the Bane didn't land, so we're going to invis 2 up. We're going to give ourselves as many opportunities as possible to get through this fight. About 550 damage now, and they're still up. These are beefy Chimeras. Not the fight that Lady wants to take.
Yeah, I would reset also.
Alright, we got Cheese doing his Astos fight. Sorin Wrath coming to find the joys of the nasty Chimeras. The other tile in Northwest Castle, we've got some Frost Wolves. That could be a great way to get some early experience.
Yeah, I think I would probably do that one until I get my Fade charges, and then move on over to those Chimeras.
Yeah, this is going to benefit the runners that found that Mage Staff in the Volcano really well. And Sonic Wrath with the Lit 2 from the Zeus Gauntlets going to make pretty quick work of these Frost. Wrigglypuff asking if anybody has checked Locked Temple of Fiends. I don't think we've seen a Locked Temple of Fiends check just yet.
But we're about to. Oh no, Cheesinator just hasn't killed Garland yet. I'm mistaken.
Tyranex up to level 7 now. He's trying to get through these Earth Trap tiles. They're just not playing very nice. These Wirearms and Wyverns are just resisting a bunch of Poison Smoke, but he does get a good roll there. Kills 2 of them. Cheese finds a ribbon in Temple of Fiend's Revisited chests. So that's a nice pickup. Alright, the grind is on. Lady Starscream reaching level 17 now. Has enough levels now to get a couple charges of those fades. Sarni Wrath now looks like he's gonna go check some other place.
Leggy's gonna go buy those fades, it looks like.
Fair enough, you have to have the spell to cast it.
Oh, that's a really cheap fade for level 6. So definitely didn't have the money.
Welcome to Purdy Purple Purnima. Thank you for joining us in the chat. That you like what you see? This has been a long and arduous battle for these runners. This is the semifinal match of the Chaos Rush tournament. We have just one more round after this one. So 2 of these runners are going to advance to the grand finals. 2 of these runners are going to go home. Alright, Tyrannex now heading down to Marsh Cave. He's going to find his Mazmune. Asher in chat asking if we've seen any good level 1 to 4 black magic. We saw Ice 3, Quad X, and Temper. Other than that, not a whole lot. And unfortunately, all 3 of those spells were on the same level. So it's really all stacked at level 2. Alright, Tyrannex now taking out Astos now that he has that Mazmune. One big swing from the Thief, and down Astos goes. Goodbye, Dark Gate.
Cheeseinator getting his early levels on these Frost Wolves. I think he's got at least 2 mage staffs, maybe even 3.
Yeah, looks like Cheese is well equipped to take out these Frost Wolves. Going to be a great boon for him. Tyrannex looks like the White Mages are now level 16, so they're going to be able to start casting Fade. Now might be the time to go back to those Mud Goals and Rock Goals and really start packing on the... Level 22 now for Lady Starscream's Thief and one of the White Mages. One of the White Mages took a little bit of a dirt nap, but life 2, and we're right back at... Looks like these Wyverns rolled a fair amount of HP, but 2 Fades gets the job done.
Really enjoy the Mud Galls that just show up and cast heal on themselves. Like you caught them in between, like they just fought someone.
Yep, they were busy knocking down the other Light Warrior.
Don't mind us, we're just healing. It's cool.
Gregory Puff asking in chat, when does Thief get hits with the Mazmune? I wish I had...
29 and 45 are the breakpoints.
Oh, there you go. Wappy with the call. That's why Wappy is in the grand finals, and I am on the commentary booth.
45 might be the katana. It's 39. I'm sorry. 39's when he gets his last hit.
Hey, at least you had an answer. I was not prepared.
I probably got 29 wrong as well then, because 29's probably the katana also.
We got Gregory Puff calling to grind to 45. Really depends on what we see in Topher. Maybe we need to go to 45, maybe we don't. We will find out. Now that we're starting to get some fade charges, that's going to be very helpful in Topher, but definitely at level 6, we're going to have limited number of charges them, so I'll be curious to see what level our runners decide that they are comfortable enough to try a dive.
Yeah, it might be 38. I can't remember. Don't listen to me.
Is this a case of don't do math on Twitch?
Yes, yes it is.
Alright. Cheese and Sonya Wrath now given a go at the Chimeras. Trying to get some extra EXP out of them. What would you prefer out of the tiles that we've seen?
I haven't actually paid attention to how much health the Chimeras have. I know they have over 500, but that's probably the most experience. And it's also in a safe location. But you have exit, so safe location doesn't matter as much. I mean, it looks like Cheese and Sonny are making short work of them now that they have fade castings.
We've got First C624 in chat asking, was this a random roll for party, or did they know it was going to be these force prior? The party is rolled randomly. The rules for the Chaos Rush, we have one random forced melee, so that's going to be either a fighter, a black belt, or a thief. One forced mage, so either a white mage, a black mage, or a red mage. And then one fully random character, so it can be of any of the classes. And this is one of the more difficult rolls that we can get. We got 2 white mages and a thief. So once our runners got to the party select screen, they got the bad news. Sonya Wrath is going to give us our first look at Topher. I didn't catch exactly what his levels are, but he is going to try it out. Got some of his 2s coming out and a power bonk to boost up that offense from the thief. Good turn order.
Yeah, looking at his level, or HP, looks like he's about level 30, at least on the 2 white mages.
Got some decent turn order. We've got 4 charges of Invis 2 stacked up now. So we're going to Cure 4, and we're going to Fade, and we're going to start swinging, I think. Four hits for 356 damage, so we are in business. Time to bring the big dragon down. Meanwhile, Cheesenator also coming to party. Well, maybe not. Just checking some Temple of Fiend's lock chest, checking the tile here. Find some bones and crawls, not what he wanted to see. And Sonya Wrath takes down Tiamat 2. Behind Tiamat 2 is Carry 2.
And we're gonna buff up and see what Carry's got.
I like this. Carry showing Cure 4 right off the bat. I like this strategy of stacking on the buffs and saving those fades for the end boss. We do have an alternate final boss, remember. So that can be one of 4 different parties. We will either see Whack-A-Mole Chaos, where there's 1 Chaos and 8 Garlands, and the Chaos is the same sprite hidden among them randomly. We have the Double Dragon, which is Carry 2 and Tiamat 2. The Fundead, which is 2 Lich 2s and 4 Phantoms. And we have the Warmech and Friends, which is 2 Warmechs and 6 Evil Men. Four hits, another 402 damage, and down goes Carry 2. We are in business. We're going to see what this final alternate boss fight is.
So if it's Double Dragon, I like his chances.
It is Whack-A-Chaos.
Yeah, this could be trouble. It could be easy. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Going to start by fading all the garlands and reveal which one is chaos. And as we're trying to power up the thief, Quad X coming out, that's going to be no good. It only works on 300 HP or lower, and they have to be non-resistant to death magic, so that's a free round from Chaos.
Looks like Tyrannex is on his way in, too. Here comes the nuclear.
Big damage. We're throwing out the Cure 4, going to keep our party alive as we're continuing to stack the Invis 2 buffs.
Ooh, double nuclear.
Alright, it is time to start swinging. 4 hits, 412 damage. This is very good. Thunder, Chaos is AoE.
I'm fortunate to get some really good turn order there. Everybody's still alive. And Inferno, he's got all of it.
Thief is just chipping away. Another 4 swings for a couple hundred damage. Fade comes out, 100 damage. Ooh, big hit on the Thief. It's time to throw out the fades, put the pedal to the metal, and go pure offense. Big roll from that fade, almost 290 damage. 194, not quite dead yet.
We're out of fades after this one.
And the fades aren't quite enough to get the job done.
And we're going to get a reset.
Lady Starscream now joining in on the Topher Vine. We got a triple Tiamat on this.
Yeah, I'm almost thinking the person who goes to the highest level first might get through this. That chaos is pretty brutal.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind going to the point where we get another hit on the Thief and some more HP to back up the AoE happy chaos that we have.
This Cheesinator continues to grind.
Yeah, Cheesinator might be banking on having a tougher seed and just going with a higher level party. So if our runners can't get through it at this level that they are, this could be a good play for it.
Has anyone gone left yet? Or is everybody just content to... Because this Tiamat is not nice.
Yeah, no one has gone left yet. Stony Wrath knows that this is Tiamat 2 and Carry 2. He might be afraid of Kraken 2 and not want to have to deal with it, but that's a lot of HP and a lot of resources that Tiamat 2 is going to drain out of you. Carry this time swinging on Tyrannex, knocks the Thief down to low HP. Throws out a bunch of damage. Carry is doing a lot of physical attacks, has not seen the Cure 4 yet for Tyrannex, so, and there it is, it undoes all that damage. That's a commentator curse if I've ever seen one.
Meanwhile, Cheesinator just hit level 32, so he's probably about 6 levels away from joining them.
Asher asking if Kraken's that much worse. We don't know. We have not seen Kraken yet. All of our runners have gone right, and Stony Wrath decided that right is the right way to go. So that is the way that he is going this time again. Stony Wrath and Tyrannex down Carry 2 at basically the same time. Going to do some final preparation as they give us another look at this hide-and-seek chaos. Gregory Puff in chat pointing out he would much rather deal with Lich and Kraken. After seeing the HP that Tiamat 2 has, I am highly inclined to agree with you. Tyrannex making a smart play, moving the Thief to the back ranks. That way the Thief is out of danger for the AoE spells. Sarnirath is down to just Chaos.
And Leggy loses the top white mage there.
So we know this Chaos has a lot of HP. Oh, unfortunately, a miss menu. Len casts the Cure 4 spell on the Null character.
Nah, that was a speed strat. That's going to change the RNG. And now Chaos is... I don't know. I'm just making stuff.
Good turn order than that Cure 4. Chaos gets the damage out before the Cure 4 goes off, so Thief is back up to full HP. Out comes the Nuclear. Just the Thief now. 4 hits, 414 damage. Another 383. We have a lot of evade now. 3 hits for 152. 4 hits for 396, looks like, and then Chaos
Down
gets 2
goes the
swings
Thief.
in. Tyrannex, meanwhile, has gotten a couple of Invis 2s up. Looks like Chaos isn't hitting anymore. Still stacking those power bonks. Now it's time
And
for
Leggy
offense.
wipes.
Throwing out 2 fades.
Looks like Leggy's going to go back to the grind.
I can't say that I blame her. Not sure if... I don't think Leggy actually got to see the alternate final boss, but going back to the grind and getting more levels is going to be a good decision in this seed, I think. Meanwhile, Tyrannex still going at it, throwing out the last fade that he's got. 182 damage. 4 hits, 479 damage. Tyrannex dot duns. Our runner in first place finish, 31:57. Great time for this party comp on that difficult final boss.
Especially since I think I saw his levels were in the low 20s.
Yeah, it just
Maybe
goes to
mid
show.
20s.
Just goes to show that that moving that Thief to the back and getting those Invis 2s up as fast as possible made a big difference. Fortunately, Tyrannex didn't see all the nasty AoE, so he really was able to make it happen.
It looks like Cheeseinator's about to make his first dive. I think he probably hit level 38.
She's doing a little bit of shopping. Sarnirath insistent that he can get the job done while he's here. Does not want to have to go back and grind more. Wisely conserving the spell charges, trying to hold off on using any of those valuable resources. 4 hits, 414 damage, and Carry 2 goes down. He is back on the Whack-A-Cast.
Cheeseinator says nope to Tiamat. He's gonna try the left side.
Alright, we're back in it. Still leaving the Thief at the front of the party. We're going to throw out a fade. We're going to use a power bonk charge. All the garlands fall down. And the Nuclear comes out. Big damage from that Nuclear. Gonna power bonk up. Cure 4 the Thief. Double Cure 4 on the Thief. Want to make sure that that Thief actually stays alive.
Oh, Kraken's got nuke.
Ooh. New Kraken's no fun. Lady Starscream still sticking with the right path. Alright, we're starting to swing. 4 hits, 686 damage. Another Invis 2 charge comes out. Second Nuclear comes out. This is really wearing into the resources now. Chaos misses. 3 hits, 424 damage. 618. A lot of damage now stacked on this Chaos. Meanwhile, Leggy Starscream and Cheesenator are both on Kraken 2. 423. Nuke! Oh no! After all that, Chaos was hiding a nuke in the chamber.
Yeah, this is one of the meanest Chaoses I've ever seen. Was it double or triple nuclears and a nuke?
Yeah, it was double nuclear, Inferno. I believe we saw Thunder and nuke. That is a lot of firepower.
Meanwhile, Cheesenator is about to find out who we got.
Yep, this is Cheesenator's first pull. He has moved the Thief to the back.
But he didn't heal the Thief to full health.
That hopefully doesn't cost him, but we know that there's a lot of AoE in this Chaos's pool. Throwing out the Fade, and Chaos opening with Nuclear. Gets the white shirt off. Carbonk charging up that laser. Cure 4 starting to come out, and the party's back up at good HP. Going with a Fade, going with the white shirt, and going to start swinging. Going to test the water, see how much damage we do. Lady Starscream back on the Whack Chaos fight now. 5 hits, 719 damage. That's a big difference now with Cheesenator's much higher level Thief. Nuclear comes out, but the party stays up at good HP. Fade, 5 hits, another 500 damage. A Fade comes out again, 200 more damage. We're going all offense. Throw caution to the wind and just start blowing up Chaos. Another 200, 240, another 400. Cheesenator's almost got this. Cure 4 is starting to come out. Going to keep that party alive. Throw more Fades. The Thunder comes out. White Mage is down to low HP, but the Cure 4 brings her back up to full. 5 hits, 713 damage. Fade comes out, 138. Not quite enough. Fades are out. Just going with the Cure 4 strats. Cure 4 brings the top White Mage back up to full. 5 hits, 705 damage, and Cheesenator, second place, 37-27. GG. Lady Starscream now, 4 hits, 490 damage. Another Fade comes out. Heal 3, keeping the party alive. A good situation.
Yeah, this third place is really important, as we kind of saw in that last pod where we ended up with that tie. You get 0 on a seed, it takes a minute to come back.
Yeah, very much so. Every race is very important in these. Every point you really have to claw and fight for. For his big damage, 821. The Starscream's party is in good condition, but the nuke comes out. Much higher levels, resists the nuke. Not much damage. Well, not much for nuke anyway. 174, chipping away at Chaos's HP pool. Sonic Wrath has finished off all the garlands. He is down to just Chaos now. Fade comes out, 119. Cure 4, keeping that Thief alive. 4 hits, 497 damage. Legacy Starscream, third place, 38-59. GG. Sonic Wrath not giving up. Gonna try and get this Chaos down. Cure 4 comes out. Trying to keep that Thief alive. Oh, and the nuke comes out. And Sonic Wrath says, enough is enough. He forfeits. So that was a very rough first run. We are going into race 2. Setting up the room right now.